Delicious. I'm popping by today to talk to you about how to meal prep some healthy lunches. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan. I'm the author of the popular website Skinny Delicious, where I create skinny, gluten-free recipes that are Weight Watcher friendly. I'm also a nutrition practitioner as well as a certified health coach. So many of my nutrition clients and many of my readers are constantly telling me that they don't know what to pack for lunch. They don't have lunch options that are healthy for on the go. Well, let me tell you, there are so many ways that you can plan ahead to make a healthy lunch. I traveled every week as a consultant before I became a full-time blogger. And as a consultant, I was traveling every single week. And let me tell you, that was so much more difficult than meal prepping every single week a healthy lunch, because I really had to plan in advance what I was going to take with me in my suitcase. And then when I arrived in my destination, I always had to go to a grocery store and find everything I needed and pack it up and meal prep really quick every Monday when I was on the road. So I kind of feel like I'm an expert in this area because I've been doing it for so long. So for those of you who want to see some different lunch options, I have a few things here, but I really want to talk about what are those options, but how is the best way to pair them? Because a lot of times what I see with my nutrition clients who are trying to lose weight is that they're not really balancing their macronutrients properly. And a macronutrient is a carbohydrate, a protein, and a healthy fat. So a lot of times I see that people are eating a salad, but they're missing a healthy fat or a lean protein. So I'm going to talk through some of those options as I go through the different lunches today that I have prepared for you. Okay, so lunch number one is a salad. You can put, I like these little meal prep glass containers. I get them on Amazon, and I can throw the link in the comments below so that you guys can go and check them out, because they're the perfect size. I mean, the biggest issue I see with people is that not only are they not balancing their macronutrients properly, but they overeat. So for instance, I had a client recently who said, well, I eat 2 avocados a day. Well, an avocado is really great. It's healthy fat, super good for you. But you can't be eating 2 a day when you're 200 pounds. You have to really watch the portion and know how much is too much and limit them. And these meal prep containers, I feel like, are just perfect because they're great for people who have that lack of control with portion sizes or have portion distortion. So they really help you figure out, like, how much can I really eat? What's really a proper portion size for lunch? And you can use these for dinner and breakfast too. So they're great. I love them. I use them all the time. So the first meal that I like to have for lunch all the time is just a regular salad. So I just try to beef up the leafy greens. You can throw other vegetables in here. So just because I don't have other vegetables here doesn't mean that you can't do it. I like to do cucumber, cauliflower, broccoli, just whatever green vegetables that I have around. I love to throw them in here. So when you're on the go, the best advice I have is to find, some tuna packs and take them with you. I really, really, really love the Wild Planet brand, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just really love their brand. Everything is wild caught. They don't have fillers in their tuna like most tuna brands do. I mean, gross, who wants a filler in their tuna? So, and it has no salt, no water, nothing added to it. And it's all packaged by hand. And even better, it's got 20 grams of protein. So for people who say, oh, I'm so sick of eating lean chicken breasts for lunch, I mean, think about tuna, add tuna. You can throw some mayo in with the tuna and make a quick, tuna salad if you're not really a huge fan of the tuna itself. When I was traveling, I used to eat these on the road and take them on an airplane with me, throw some mustard on it, and eat it right out of the pack. So it doesn't get any easier than this. So if you are packing a lunch, pack the salad, pack a tuna pack, and then when you get to your work, all you have to do is throw the tuna on here and then throw some dressing on top. So the thing with the dressing that you need to be really careful of, because dressing has healthy fat in it, right? So there's an oil in it, and that's where you're getting your healthy fat from. The trouble is a lot of the store-bought dressings have unhealthy fats in them, and you really need to read the ingredient label to make sure that you're not getting like a vegetable oil or canola oil based dressing, as well as any added sugar. Sugar is the biggest thing I see in dressings at the store, which is why I tend to make my own, and they're so super simple. You can make, a month's worth of salad dressing in like less than 2 seconds in a blender. So it's so easy. This one, for instance, that I have right here, this is just strawberries, extra virgin olive oil, and poppy seed. So super easy. I have this little jar I can throw, my dressing on there, and it's easy and it's light, and you don't have to worry about getting any of those unhealthy ingredients in your dressing. So I like to do that for salad. That way you get your vegetables are your carbs, your protein is your tuna, and then your healthy fat is in the dressing. Lunch number 2 is a sandwich. So sandwiches can be really tricky, and for those of you who have taken my online virtual coaching course, you know that I am really kind of against bread. There are very, very, very few gluten-free bread brands that I actually like to eat, because bread really just has so many bad ingredients in it. Anytime I talk to one of my nutrition clients, they're always surprised when I tell them, you might want to look at the bread ingredients, because more than likely it's going to be bad for you. It's got added sugar. It has all kinds of additives, and people don't realize it. But unfortunately, our processed food society has become such that bread is not as healthy as people consider, which is why I coach people in my online virtual coaching program to sort of steer away from bread, or look for breads that really have only whole ingredients, have very minimal ingredients. Even if they're gluten-free, I have seen so many gluten-free breads that are horrible for you. So you really have to watch out and be careful. I like to do wraps personally for my sandwiches. I just find that most wraps have cleaner ingredients. This brand right here is just a spinach wrap, and it has very few ingredients in it. I buy it, it's an organic wrap that I buy at Sprouts Farmers Market in the refrigerated section. And I love these wraps. So what I do is I take one of these wraps and I fill it with some greens, whatever greens I have on hand, some tomatoes, cucumber, whatever else I want for a vegetable on my wrap, and then I add some lean turkey breast meat. And this is just regular lunch meat that I pick up at the store. But again, for that lean protein, whether it's chicken, turkey, beef, whatever, roasted beef, whatever you're buying, really want to look at and make sure that there's no antibiotics added, no salt, no sugar, no nitrates. So it's really, really important to kind of keep your body clean of those things, because they can have a lot of sneaky ingredients added to them. So I like to do that, and then I just pair that with some carrots. And then the other thing I do is I bring these little boxes with me. These little Tupperware containers. They're really small, Rubbermaid Tupper containers. I love these because they're perfect for like condiments or for measuring out hummus. So for the sandwich, what I would do is top that with mustard. I'd put some mustard in here, and then I just have enough mustard to put on the sandwich so it doesn't get soggy and gross throughout the day before lunch. And then I would take another one of these containers and just add some basic hummus to it, and that way I have a healthy fat to pair with my carrots. And again, you can do any vegetable that you want, anything that you like and that tastes good to you. The other thing that you could do is a fruit. I like to do these little nut butter packs. My favorite brand is Nutso. They are one of the best, cleanest brands I have ever seen, and they're just amazing. I've worked with them before, and I just really love their product. They have these little to-go packs. They're perfect. 90 calories versus the big ones that have like 180 calories. So here you could get your healthy fat. The other thing you could do is just buy some single-serve almonds, raw almonds. You don't want anything that's salted or roasted or has any kind of chocolate or anything like that on top. You just want raw almonds, and these are perfect to take along with you as well. The other thing, another snack option you could bring that is high in protein are these Enlightened broad bean crisps. I have been eating these, I swear, for like 3 years, and I love them. They're so high in they're so high in fiber and protein, and they just taste amazing. They come in all different kinds of flavors: mesquite, barbecue, wasabi, sriracha, you name it, they have it. I got my mom actually hooked on these, and she just loves them. So yeah, I'll leave the link to these as well, because a lot of people don't know of these, and they're another good high protein snack that a lot of people don't realize is out there. The other thing you can do if you don't want to buy these individual packets is use one of these little Rubbermaid Tupperware containers and just put a little bit of nut butter in it. That way you can measure it out at home with a measuring spoon, because again, you don't want to go overboard and eat too much of this healthy fat, because again, that's a portion issue, and you could be causing yourself to gain weight or maintain your weight instead of losing weight, because you really need to watch portions when you're trying to lose weight. So if you want to buy a regular, jar of nut butter, keep it in the pantry, then you just need to fill one of these up, to go along with your lunch, okay? So, and then the last lunch that I have here, this is another one that I like to meal prep a lot. I love these Jennie-O turkey breasts. And this isn't, again, sponsored in any way by them. This is just, regular turkey breast that I buy at the store. And the cool thing about it is it's already seasoned and it's already, ready to go. All you have to do is throw it in a baking dish, throw it in the oven for like 20 minutes at 350. All you're doing is heating it up. That's all you're doing, because it's already cooked. So you take it out of the oven, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you carve it up, and then you can prep it for like a week's worth of meals. So super easy, high in protein, just a great way to get an extra protein, and super easy because you don't have to cook. I mean, I'm always looking for hacks. I know like some people get really weird about buying certain types of meats, and I just don't, because I think that you always have to balance, what is the, price of convenience mean to you. There's some things like sliced up carrots that I like to buy and spend the extra money on it because I don't want to have to spend time cutting my own carrots. So you just have to weigh, how much value is your time, and what things are you willing to kind of sacrifice on. So I really like to do the Jennie-O turkey breast. It's such a great way to get a filling lunch in every single day. I like to pair it with snap peas, and snap peas are seriously like one of my favorite snacks to have with lunch, because you can just snack along on them and there's basically no calories in them, so you can eat a lot of them. So I like having those. And again, you could even have the snap peas with some hummus. Those are great for dipping. You can also throw in some nuts here to get in your healthy fat. So again, your carbohydrate is the snap peas, and then you get your lean protein from the turkey breast, and then you get your healthy fat from either some raw almonds or some hummus. So that is everything. Those are the 3 meals that you can prep. You can prep them ahead of time, store them in the refrigerator, and then take them out as you go. I like to do everything on Sunday. That way it's kind of as close to the work week as possible. Put the covers and the lids on them, and then when you get to work, all you have to do is throw them in the microwave and forget about them. So I hope that these tips are really helpful. I'll leave some links to some of the products that I talked about below, so you can go check them out. If you guys have any questions or have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll respond to them as I can, and I hope that you found this really helpful. Bye guys.